Let's look at another example of long division. So we want to divide this long expression by 3n plus 2. First, we set up a long line and put 24n cubed plus 22n squared minus 8n minus 7. Divide by 3n plus 1. Put the divisor on the front. Now, remember the 3 steps. Simply put, step 1, divide. Divide what? Divide the first terms. And then multiply. Multiply what? Multiply the quotient and the divisor. And then third step is subtract. So we have to repeat these three steps until we run out the terms. So let's see. We're going to figure out the quotient. Divide. We divide 24n cubed by 3n. I'm going to put it right here. So 24n cubed divided by 3n. 24 divided by 3 is 8. N cubed divided by n, that's n squared. And we're going to put the quotient up there. Next, second step. So we did divide. And second step is to do multiplication. So we multiply what we just got, the quotient, with both of them. So we're going to do 8n squared times 3n plus 2. Again, if you can do it in your head without writing these down on your paper, it's fine. You can just do it in your head. So 8 times 3 is 24. N squared times n is n third. And then 8 times 2 is 16 n squared. So we're going to write this down here, line up with what we have. 24n cubed plus 16n squared. Now, the third step is subtraction. Let me put the minus sign. If you can remember you're supposed to do subtraction, you don't have to put a minus sign here. Because I notice some students always forget they're doing subtraction. And when we have negative numbers, it's better to put a minus sign here. So 24n cubed minus 24n cubed, they cancel. They're gone. But 22n squared minus 16, we still have 6n squared. So first round of 3 steps are done. We can bring down negative 8n and repeat these 3 steps again. So let's do division. So divide 6n squared by 3n. So 6n squared divided by 3n, that gives us 6 divided by 3 is 2. N squared divided by n is n. So we put that our quotient is positive 2n up there. And second step is to multiply that, what we just got, with 3n plus 2. So we're doing 2n times 3n plus 2. And we're going to get distribute 6n squared. 2 times 3, 6. N times n, n squared. Plus 2 times 2, 4. And there's n. And we're going to put that, what we just got, and line under what we have. And final step is subtraction. Again, I'm going to put a minus sign here, especially when we have negative numbers. So we're going to do 6n squared minus 6n squared. They cancel. Negative 8n minus positive 4n. Now it's better to do keep, change. So keep negative 8, change, and do another change. So it's like negative 8 plus negative 4. And that gives us negative 12m. So this is the tricky part right here. Make sure so when we do, originally we have negative 8m minus positive 4m. But in order to do that, to do subtraction, we have to do keep, change, and change. So that gives us negative 8 plus negative 4. That's negative 12m. Now, we still have one more term to bring down, which is negative 7. So after we've done this step, and then we don't have any terms, then we can stop. So repeat these 3 steps again. So we're doing division first. Take negative 12 and divide by 3n. If you can do it in your mind, you don't have to write it down. Negative 12n divided by 3n give us a negative 4 because n cancels n. Let's put negative 4 up there. and multiply -4 with both of them. We're doing -4 times 3n plus 2. Distribute -4. -4 times 3n is -12n. -4 times +2 is -8. And we're going to line this up with what we have and do subtraction again. So put a minus and minus. And -12n minus -12n, they cancel. Anything subtracted itself, it's 0. But -7 minus 8, we have to do keep, change, and change. So it becomes -7 plus +8. That gives us the answer +1. This is our remainder, and this is our quotient. And you can also put your answer as, so what's the quotient? First, write down the quotient. 8n squared plus 2n minus 4. And then put a plus sign. There's a remainder, plus the remainder. What's the remainder? 1 on the top, divided by the divisor. So we copy that and put it as a divisor, the denominator. If you're going to take a calculus class and you need to know to write an answer in this way, and we can go back to the previous example to explain a little bit more why we can write an answer this way. Previously, we had did a question with the whole number 675 divided by 21, what we get. So you think, imagine that you have $675 to share among 21 people. How much does each person get? And from what we did last time, we found out each person will get $32, but there is going to be $3 left, and that $3 will, if you don't want to share, it will just be the remainder. And if you do want to share, 3 divided by 21, each person is gonna get like a few cents. So that's what it means. So each person gets $32. That's our quotient, and the remainder goes on the top. $3 left. If you want to keep dividing these $3 among 21 people, that's our divisor. And you can continue to do that, but we can choose to stop right here. So that's why the answer looks like this. So similarly, we do the same thing. Think of this as $675 divided by 21 people, and each person is going to get this much. That's the quotient, and the remainder goes on the top. That's the remainder one here, divided by that many people.